Hey guys, welcome to Final Fantasy 14. A new mount for you. I mentioned, I think it was in the video the other day, that we are getting close to Hatching Tide, and they have released a mount from the Mog Station store in time with that. So I've just picked up from my Moogle delivery service. You can see they are not affected by the virus at the moment. Alright, so let's... Here we go. Nope. Oh, there is. Let me just add to favourites first. There we go. Grown to a prodigious size by virtue of its appetite, this Spriggan was choking on a chunk of ore when it was found and saved by a band of miners. Seeking to repay the kindness of men, it took to carrying their burden, which apparently includes men themselves. Now I'm going to say, anything Lalafell size, you know, on a mount becomes cute. Lalafell riding a sheep, that's adorable. Lalafell riding a fat cat, that is adorable. The moment you put a character the size of a Rogadin or a Hofgar on it, it looks hilarious. So this is gonna, I've got a feeling it's gonna be really, really funny. Oh, that is hilarious. Oh my days, okay. So we have music from Palace of the Dead, it sounds like. Famous Spriggan carrying his rock, always carrying a purple rock. He's got ore in his backpack and a sunflower. I don't know if it's because sunflower are the sign of spring. Is it? I know sunflower is actually the sign of you can get those new lanards, can't you? And if you've got it, it means you've got certain conditions. So you don't have to announce to everyone, but straight away they know you've got something. A condition that is not noticeable on the outside. I think that is what it is. Okay, so you're sitting on a cushion. It looks red on the front, but actually if you look, it's actually patchworked. I like the butterflies. So you've got a butterfly sitting on the handles and a butterfly just floating around. Now I won't lie, Spriggans kind of scare me a little bit. I know it sounds daft, but wait for my logic. It's the, I don't even want to call them the ears or their antenna, whatever you want to call it, because it reminds me of spiders' legs. Okay, right? So you've got these most ridiculously tiny legs. Let's have a little run. Oh my god! Look at the face on the Spriggan. Oh, he's heavy. He's too heavy. I can't do it. Oh no, I can't do it. This is brilliant. Happy face. And, oh no, come on. Oh, he's too heavy. Right, and both butterflies float around, but will land on their handle again. This is hilarious. Okay, right, and in flight mode, we have crystals. Oh, this is great, and he holds you above his head. I like, I've said it before in a vid, I like when mounts change depending on ground to air. So, I know horses can't really change much for this regard, but there are certain mounts which do change. So on the ground it's one way, in the air it's a different way, and I like that, because it's the same mount, but you get something extra from it. And look, he looks happier! He can support the weight in the air. Yee! Okay, what does the, can we get a glide? Oh, he wafts. The legs. It's the legs. It reminds me of my dog. Oh, okay, this is a really, really comical mount. Oh, I like this. Okay, so, oh no, it's raining! The RNG of Final Fantasy, whoever hates me. So, normal face. Happy face! Is there anywhere I can go for shelter? Let's just go under here. Alright, so let's talk about this mount. So yes, it is a shop bought mount. I think it's £13.80 for us UK dwellers. Now, this is an account-wide mount. So there's only been, as far as I know, 2 mounts in the history of Final Fantasy, which are the mech machine ones. There's 2 of those, which are single account. Now the problem is, they have the ups and downsides. Yes, if you buy single account, it's great, it's cheaper, but say something happens to that character. I've known people, their friends thought it was fine to delete their account. I know who know it could happen, but there we go. Or who knew it would happen, rather. And so, having an account-wide mount, if anything should happen, or you want to start a new alt character, you have this mount already set up. So, there is definitely a bonus to having account-wide mounts. I think, actually, does that all kind of glow in his bag? I think it does. So, yeah, guys, yeah, so, definitely worth noting that although it does cost a little more, I think it's double the price of a single account purchase, it is better for it to have the extra possibilities. I was shocked about going underwater, but Lakeland waters are very, very dark. You know what? I'm just gonna go to another area because I want to show off this mount a little bit more, and this weather is not helping. Oh no! No, they're not the same creatures, are they? No, they're not. I've just realised that. But while I'm here, actually, there is something actually thinking about it. There is actually something I do want to say about the. Let's remove that. There we go. Oh yay, sunshine! I've never known it to rain here. Has it rained? If it has, I can't remember it very well. Yay, sunshine. It's too heavy. I can't carry you. Nope. Go. Right. Okay. So there's something as well I want to show you about another mount. Yeah. Wee. You have to do the wee. Okay, I think, yeah, that's where I want to head. No, that's Twine. It's that little town. Okay, so remember a couple, in the previous year, I did do a bit of a moaning vid. One, to say an idea I had what I could be a future mount, and another was me having a little grin or whined, whatever you want to call the word, about saying, oh, there's no free mounts, which was very stupid of me, especially how excited I was when I found out we were getting a saber-tooth mount. And I think more than I think about it, we're just working more for our mounts and not just handing these things out for free. And if they're story-based, I reckon it kind of ruins the plot for other people. Now, what I want to say about these mounts is... Now, do you remember once I said about these guys? I think, just like the dodos in Tomra, I said that these could be a mount in the future. Because they're being farmed. You know, like they're being looked after like a herd or a pack, whichever one. I think herd technically is probably the right term. And just something, if anyone's watching Disney Plus and you have seen The Mandalorian, you might recognize this creature from the first episode. It's something very, very similar. It's obviously very smaller, but it's also very similar. And it just got me thinking, because of we've always had the Biggs and Wedge, which was used in Star Wars, that's in quite a few Final Fantasy games, and I did the video which shows that the Elven character doing his little sketch, which is a takeoff from a Star Wars scene. So it just kind of makes me wonder if these guys, obviously, I don't know what was done first, if these monsters were, because this came out in June. I don't know, but I just thought it was quite an interesting thought, and that would be a really cool mount next if Final Fantasy were to add it to their roster. But there we go, guys. So this is the mount that you can purchase. It is a really cool mount. It's really sweet. It's comical. I like the comical ones, and although it's kind of oversized, because I was wondering with this, I had an awful idea of the Spriggan being a normal size Spriggan, and then carrying. The only thing I think that could have worked then is if he was pushing a minecart. So you were sitting in the minecart and the Spriggan was pushing it. That's the only other way that they could have worked if they wanted to keep it as a normal size Spriggan, but I'm not. I'm glad to say he's oversized, apart from his tiny little spindly legs. So there you go, guys. But this is I think when we had the last bought mount, I can't remember which one that was, but definitely add this one to your list, guys, if you're thinking about getting a shot bought mount. This one actually is really, really fun, and it's comical, and it also, because it glows in the dark, it's great then for nighttime riding. You can see the light hue coming off him. Let's go in the shadows, because the thing, when you're flying around at night, because obviously being a black character, it would be a bit awful to see, because he would just fade in with the darkness, but having that means he's clearly able to be seen in the dark, so you'll be able to see where you're going. And it's just a real nice detail. So yeah, good job there, Final Fantasy. So there you go, guys. This is the newest mount purchasable at the store. In my opinion, definitely one worth getting. But I can understand, obviously, with the people right now are really watching their pennies, because obviously a lot of people sadly have been put out of work for the time being. Hopefully you guys better get something back from the government. I can only hope so. That's just wishful thinking, really. because I don't want. It's a horrible times we're having to deal with right now. I know it's putting a lot of people under pressure and stress, but stick with it, guys. We'll get through it, and then before we know it, hopefully it'll be all died down by the time summer gets here, and we'll be out enjoying the fresh air once again in large groups. The beach, here we come. So thanks for watching this vid, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe. Keep watching for more mount videos that will be coming soon, or any helpful tips that I come across along the way. So you guys have a good day and try and stay safe out there.